le jeu. J'avais commencé à faire un petit live dessus. Malheureusement, j'ai été obligé de l'arrêter et du coup j'ai supprimé la vidéo. Tout simplement parce que j'ai eu quelques inconvénients, mais j'avais pas joué beaucoup, comme je l'ai expliqué, j'avais juste fait le début et dans mon live justement je m'étais arrêté là où j'avais jusqu'à l'endroit où je m'étais arrêté avant. J'espère que j'ai été bien clair. C'est vrai que moi et les explications ça fait deux, hein. Alors aujourd'hui on va faire que le premier épisode, donc l'épisode 1. Et on fera un live par épisode, sachant qu'il y a en tout dans le jeu 6 épisodes qui vont durer peut-être entre 1 heure ou 2, suivant comment je joue, je pense. Donc on aura 6 épisodes, donc 6 lives. On aura 6 lives sur le jeu. Alors, déjà jouer et continuer. Non. Alors, déjà, on va faire ça. Donc, vous voyez, je m'étais arrêté du coup à l'endroit où mon perso se faisait soigner. Donc, j'étais vraiment qu'au début du jeu. Que ce soit la première fois où j'ai joué au jeu ou même quand j'ai voulu faire mon live dessus, je me suis arrêté au même endroit. Donc voilà, on va supprimer cette sauvegarde. Donc voilà, et on va faire une nouvelle du coup sauvegarde. Et donc voilà, allez, épisode 1, c'est parti. Je pense, si je peux, je sais pas si je pourrais, mais si je peux, je ferai un deuxième, je ferai un deuxième live dans l'après-midi sur un autre jeu. Je sais pas encore, je verrai. Déjà, il est 8h35. Ok. Alors, les forestiers ont été des bannerets loyaux de la maison Stark pendant des milliers d'années. Ils abattent les rares oh putain, j'arrive pas à lire. Ok. Alors je vais essayer de pas trop parler quand les personnages parlent pour que je réussisse à suivre un minimum l'histoire et que vous puissiez être vous aussi dans l'ambiance.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
Why not?
You don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
I had a hand in it, you know.
Hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
You think he's lying?
Nor never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester.
On va essayer
for
d'être
centuries.
gentil et de pas être un enfoiré.
His honor is beyond reproach. House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield.
En vrai, le jeu est plutôt bien fait.
Let your come. Tonight we celebrate.
Puis en plus, c'est les mêmes créateurs que la saga de jeu The Walking Dead.
King in the North! The King in the North!
Le roi du Nord.
March on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard. Gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock! Aye!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye! Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question, what's to be done with you? It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
With me, my lord?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Squire, fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Oui, bah de toute façon, je t'ai dit que je voulais bien t'aider, donc pas besoin de me dire que t'es mon supérieur, frérot.
Wine, rub my armor, my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Owen. It could be much worse.
What the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norrin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Tout est bon dans le cochon. Et ça, c'est vrai.
Pig farmers.
Alors, bien sûr, pour ceux qui aiment pas le cochon, bien sûr, non, mais...
For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. Gonna waste a fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
That's right over there.
Les jumeaux, bastion de la maison Frey, les noces pourpres. Alors là, pour tous les fans de Game of Thrones, vous êtes servis.
Good thing, Lord Walders. In a generous mood. fucking phrase.
Alors là, ça va partir un peu en couille.
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Voilà, vous voyez.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Bah, il se passe que ça devient un peu le bordel, frérot. Va falloir bouger et pas qu'un peu.
Just gotten into you. You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Owen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Mais frérot, en fait, tu comprends pas là? Bah, on va le sauver, hein. Ouais, on va le sauver.
But what about? What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush? There's no need to fucking run.
We have to warn the others.
Warn them about what?
There's no time to explain. We need to find Roderick. He's out there by himself.
Et voilà. Ça part en couille. Putain. Ah oui, bah là, on a plus rien à foutre du vin, hein. Oh la vache. Ah, on avait deux fois le même. On avait deux persos pareils. Oula, oula. Et pourquoi moi, frérot, je t'ai rien fait? Ok, on essaye de pas rater les QTE. On essaye de se concentrer. Ah, ah oui, c'est lui, Roderick. Mais pourquoi moi? Je vous ai rien fait, monsieur. Ok. Ok, dégage. Prends ça dans ta gueule. Oh la vache. Ah oui, tu me poursuis, hein. Prêt, les gars? Chargez. Non, bah non, en fait. Et pourquoi moi? Oh la vache. Ok, j'ai réussi. Ok. Cool. Oh la vache. Bah lui je crois qu'il est un peu mort. Ok. Ok. Oh, d'accord. Allez, non. Putain. J'avais appuyé sur rond au lieu de carré, quel con. Oh, ok, c'est bon. Oh, ok. Toi, dégage. Allez, allez, allez. Mais lâche-moi, frérot. Ok. Tac, tac, tac. Allez, lâche-moi. Dégage. Ah, j'aurais pas aimé être à sa place, hein. Vraiment. Ah, j'ai eu mal pour lui. Ah. Merde. Il est mort. T'as son épée au roi là, enfin au seigneur, elle est immense son épée.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Ok. Il y a une épée là, vite. Ah. Ok. Vite, prends cette putain d'épée. Ok, bon, heureusement qu'il y a le roi. Merde.
Not afraid, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Ok. Ah non, 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 mon roi, mon seigneur, je sais pas quoi.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Hold the phrases, I don't want
Ah. Je crois qu'il saigne un peu beaucoup.
Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
Ouais, mais j'ai pas envie de te laisser, frérot, en fait.
You have to go.
I won't leave you, my lord.
And you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me.
Merde.
Tell your uncle. Tell him.
Le bosquet du Nord ne doit jamais être perdu. Ok, je lui
No one
dirai.
but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters.
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters.
C'est dommage, en plus, pour le peu de temps qu'on le voit. Ah merde. Pour le peu qu'on le voit dans le jeu, j'ai aimé beaucoup ce personnage. Je suis assez triste qu'il meure aussitôt dans le jeu en fait. Ah, alors là, pour tous les fans de Game of Thrones, je vous laisse le générique. Et je ferme ma gueule. Game of Thrones. J'aime beaucoup le générique du jeu. Épisode 1 de la glace naît le fer. Alors terre des forestiers, la route royale. Pour vous dire quand même que je n'ai jamais regardé Game of Thrones. Ça m'a jamais attiré et puis j'ai jamais été dans ce genre de truc en fait. J'ai jamais aimé tout ce qui est Game of Thrones. Après il y a certains films où j'aime bien l'univers, mais ça dépend vraiment du contexte et ça dépend vraiment de l'histoire et du film. Mais c'est vrai que tout ce qui est médiéval et tout, ça n'a jamais été mon truc. J'ai jamais été attiré par ça. Et ce qui fait que c'est aussi pour ça que j'ai jamais voulu tenter de regarder Game of Thrones. Mais en vrai, si je kiffe le jeu, en vrai, faudrait peut-être quand même que j'essaye de regarder la série. En vrai, je sais qu'il y a plein de fans de Game of Thrones et tout. Et je joue au jeu, mais j'ai jamais vu la série, donc c'est vrai que c'est un peu con quand même de jouer au jeu Game of Thrones sans avoir regardé un seul épisode de la série. Mais je pense qu'un jour j'essaierai de voir pour regarder au moins un épisode de la série pour voir ce que ça donne, pour me faire un petit avis en fait, tout simplement. Alors là, on est bientôt arrivé au passage où je m'étais arrêté. Donc bientôt, je ne connaîtrai plus du tout le jeu. Je découvrirai avec vous. On découvrira le jeu ensemble.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this.
Maybe comment. You still have his bacon.
Bah, il vous a rien fait le cochon. Le pauvre. Ah, je sais que tout est bon dans le cochon, mais quand même.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here. Father, I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
On va rejoindre notre père.
I recognize you. You're a forester squire. Former stock bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
Ça ne vous regarde pas.
None of your fucking business. We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs. That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up. Get off my land. This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Stop. Je me suis raté. Fuck. Ok.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Bah, venez la chercher.
Bastard.
J'avoue que l'épée, elle est gigantesque, frérot. Ah bah voilà. Bon, finissons-en avec l'éleveur du cochon. Ah, le truc, c'est que l'épée, elle est beaucoup trop grande pour lui, en fait. La hache, frérot, la hache sans aucun problème. J'ai failli me rater. Ouf. Derrière toi, derrière toi. Ok, c'est bon. Ok. Hop là. Allez, dégage. Ça doit pas faire du bien tout ça. Ah la vache. Hop là.
Mercy, please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
On a dit qu'on n'était pas une ordure, donc on va l'épargner. J'espère juste vraiment que je vais pas le regretter plus tard dans le jeu. J'espère vraiment. Ah c'est ça, casse-toi, espèce de lâche. L'épée a fait sa taille, frérot, c'est quoi ce délire? L'épée a fait vraiment limite sa taille en fait.
Garrett, you survived.
Non, non, je suis mort. Ça se voit pas.
Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Ah, je crois qu'elle a été mal cachée. Clairement.
I tried to stop them.
Aïe. Merde. Ah franchement il a pas de chance hein. Entre son seigneur qui perd avec tous ses amis on va dire, et ensuite son père et sa sœur, putain ça fait beaucoup quand même hein. Mont de fer, bastion de la maison forestier. C'est là où je m'étais arrêté. On va le voir se faire soigner et à partir de ce moment-là, je ne connaîtrai rien du jeu, donc je vais découvrir avec vous. Ah oui, pour ceux qui mangent hein, et qui sont plutôt sensibles par rapport par exemple aux blessures et aux asticots, je vous conseille d'arrêter de manger. Hein.
Bring the
Il est dans un
maester.
état.
Meet us in the great hall, quickly.
Il a quand même bien été amoché. Hein.
2 Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never
Ah
would
ouais,
have
8 ans,
happened with the
quand même.
Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
Blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection.
Non,
Hold the wound open for me, would you?
j'ai pas envie de revoir cette scène, ça va faire la 3e fois que je vois cette scène. Ah, c'est dégueulasse. Là je regarde pas. Voilà, et saupoudre de petits asticots.
These are dark days, I feel.
Ah,
Lose the Lord
ça
of
me
the
donne des
house and the
putains de
eldest son
frissons.
through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal.
Ah, c'est tellement dégueulasse. Sérieux.
Houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord
C'est un vrai
Forrest
truc.
was a good man.
Alors,
And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
ouais, qu'allons-nous faire
Do
maintenant?
now? The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit.
Un peu mal là, bah. Frérot, il a une plaie, voilà la plaie, est immense, et en plus de ça, il a des bestioles à l'intérieur.
Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now.
Ah oui, il m'a dit de le dire qu'à mon oncle, donc je le dirai qu'à mon oncle. Et à personne d'autre. Pourquoi j'ai fait cette voix de merde? Je sais pas, mais continue, ne t'arrête
It's
pas.
better to let the blood circulate.
Mieux vaut faire circuler le sang et que tu sentes les asticots bouger dans ta cuisse. C'est tellement agréable. Le siège du Lord. Alors je sais qu'il va y avoir des personnages très importants de la série qu'on va voir dans le jeu. Alors je suis navré, mais vraiment navré, mais forcément, sachant que je ne connais pas l'univers et je n'ai jamais vu la série, je ne connaîtrai aucun des personnages de la série. Donc je sais qu'il y a un... Je me rappelle plus comment il s'appelle l'acteur, mais il y a c'est un acteur de petite taille. Il est connu, mais sinon ouais, je ne connais aucun acteur de la série. Donc
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
je crois que alors je vais regarder sur le boîtier du jeu. Mhm. Mhm. Ah, je croyais que il le disait. Mais je crois que c'est. Je crois que le jeu se passe il doit se passer
Mirror.
à peu près en même temps que la série, je pense.
Although, I wonder if they'll bring her
Après,
home.
je veux pas dire de conneries, vu que je connais pas l'univers et je ne connais pas la série.
She's always been
Et je ne
kind to
connais
me.
pas le jeu non plus,
Treated me
donc
like I was a forester myself.
en plus c'est un cadeau. C'est qui me l'avait offert le jeu déjà, je me rappelle plus. Et c'est quelqu'un de ma famille qui me l'a offert le jeu. Et j'avais testé un petit peu le début, j'étais arrivé jusqu'ici et après je m'étais arrêté. Et j'avais bien apprécié, mais vu que j'avais pas été très loin, je pouvais pas forcément me faire un avis direct. Mais sachant que c'est les mêmes créateurs que The Walking Dead ou que même Retour vers le futur, que Jurassic Park, si je dis pas de conneries non plus, je crois que c'est les mêmes, et que plein d'autres jeux Telltale, forcément je me dis que le jeu Game of Thrones est obligé d'être un excellent jeu.
Right.
D'ailleurs, un jour je vous ferai aussi le jeu The Walking Dead, saison 1, 2, 3 et 4, et je vous ferai la saison aussi de Nichon aussi. Seul problème, et c'est ça qui va poser problème et qui risque d'être assez compliqué, c'est par rapport à la dernière saison, la saison 4 de The Walking Dead en jeu. Le truc c'est que la saison elle a pas mal de bugs. Elle a au moins 2-3 bugs qui sont assez désagréables. Mais de toute façon on verra quand on y sera. On n'y est pas encore. Puis sachant que j'ai l'intention de faire forcément la série de jeux dans l'ordre, hein, donc de la saison 1 jusqu'à la saison 4.
I'm fine, Maestro Tingrid. Look, I'll show you.
Est-ce qu'on a d'autres choses à regarder? Est-ce qu'il... Non, on peut pas. Ok. Ok, on peut pas aller par là non plus. Ok. Il n'y a pas l'air d'y avoir grand chose d'autre. Je vais juste regarder là-dedans. Enfin là-dedans, sur la table. Ok, on peut ramasser ça. Ça nous sera peut-être utile plus tard. On sait pas. Excusez-moi, j'ai lu ok. Hein. Alors bien sûr, là, je me suis arrêté ici dans le jeu. Donc, à partir de maintenant, je ne connais plus rien du jeu. Donc je découvre totalement avec vous. Et donc voilà. Le saut d'asticot. Voilà, bon appétit à tous. Vas-y, touche.
Rather
Touche.
cute little creatures, aren't they?
Ah ouais, j'imagine, ouais. J'imagine. Ah bah toi, tu dois pas être très célèbre avec les filles, hein.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Bah ouais, je te l'ai dit, je pète la forme. J'ai une plaie qui mesure au moins 1 mètre sur la cuisse. J'ai des asticots à l'intérieur, mais tout baigne. Je pète la forme. Non mais sérieusement.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Who is the new Lord of
Qui est le
House Forest?
nouveau
White
Lord?
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Pourquoi les White Hill nous détestent? Alors, je sais pas si les White Hill sont dans la série, justement. Vous me direz en commentaire, dites-moi en commentaire si les White Hill sont dans la série ou non. Hein. Et dites-moi aussi ce que vous pensez du jeu.
Why do the White
Aussi.
Hills hate the Foresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone.
Évite de parler trop vite.
Killings of someone's, and then, well, here we are.
Ok, Ok. Que vais-je
What will happen
devenir?
to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Déjà, je vais poser cette question et après je vais demander si je peux voir Ethan.
And proceed to clear cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
On essaye d'en apprendre un peu plus sur l'univers.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Can I go now?
Puis-je partir maintenant?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Oh,
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
elle est trop mignonne, elle est trop belle.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Elle est trop belle.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with
Ah.
Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
Donc elle, c'était la mère de
This has been
Roderick.
so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
Oui.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember. It would mean so much to the family.
Je vais rien dire.
Perhaps the opportunity never presented itself.
You have the Forrester's sword.
Ethan should
oui.
have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
J'aurais dû donner l'épée.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Oula.
The time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
It's the question. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones who should
Sérieusement?
be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the
Ouais,
week.
mais enfin, c'est pas une raison pour se faire
I would have us use our heads while they're still
écraser.
attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed.
Ah,
My
oui,
uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Ah, c'est mon oncle. Je savais
Look
pas.
where that got him. So, what's to be done?
C'est lui mon oncle. Oh.
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
I've done nothing wrong.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
Mais c'est des...
Like to see them
Je
try.
vais
I'm
être
afraid
poli,
it's a
mais
risk that
j'en
we
pense
cannot
pas moi en
take.
fait.
Which is why you cannot stay.
C'est des enfoirés de merde en fait.
Stay. Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
You
Bah
can't
oui,
send me
vous-
away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know
No!
it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's
Non,
best.
je voulais pas. Oh putain, fuck. Je voulais pas accepter, putain. Vas-y. Oh, mais putain, l'autre. Eh, mais
You can have my
sérieux.
horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time.
Par
The
contre, faut lui dire
White Hills will
le
come
truc
looking
que l'autre nous a dit là. Eh oh, oh, oh. Il part. Il part. Ok, il part. Au revoir. Ok. On lui dit pas.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I
Bah
would.
fais-le du coup.
God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know
Par
you
contre,
want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock and I at Roderick's side, but
It was well deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
ah, ça y est.
What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You
Attends,
haven't
je...
told anyone else, have you?
Non.
This is
Non, non.
important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this
Bah
day
oui,
forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house.
Ok, je sais pas encore ce que c'est, mais
Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Mais à mon avis, le bosquet du nord, là, ou je sais pas quoi, a l'air important.
Iron from ice.
Ah ok, ça c'est le titre de
You
l'épisode.
represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Non. J'apprécie bien. Alors, je me méfie quand même de mon oncle, mais il a l'air d'être un mec bien. Ah, mais ils ont survécu du coup, les deux zigotos là. Ah, oh. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est? Collier. Oh.
Be safe.
Soyez prudents. Oh, elle est trop mimi. Elle est trop mignonne. Ça y est, c'est un de mes persos préférés. C'est un de mes persos préférés. Bon, en tout cas, pour le moment, pour être honnête, j'aime beaucoup le jeu. J'aime beaucoup l'univers. La route est longue. Ethan. Oh, oula. Ok. Oula, on change totalement de...
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Ah, on la retrouve. Yes.
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win.
Congratulations, your lordship.
D'accord, donc je contrôle Ethan.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
He let me ride one of his pigs once. It was fun.
He won't get hurt.
He got hurt by those Whitehill men. No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland
D'accord, il
teach
sait
you how
même
to
pas ce que
wield a
c'est,
sword.
d'accord. Ok.
Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. Then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
C'est plutôt cool qu'on interne les
Since you're the
personnages.
new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everything will have to do
Je
as you
suppose.
say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord
Il est
Ethan,
mignon.
you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he
Eh
make
ben,
me
je vais le
Duncan?
recevoir.
He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to
Lui
leave us
rappeler
alone.
qui est
I might
mort.
remind you, Sir Royland, I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Of course, my lord.
It's okay. You should go. It's what must be done.
Fine, let's be done with it.
Après, je comprends qu'il soit un peu vénère, qu'il veuille, qu'il veut que justice soit faite, parce que c'est vrai que bah du coup Gareth, donc notre premier personnage, a perdu toute sa famille et il veut venger Gareth, mais il faut aussi qu'il soit calme quand même, qu'il zen.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there you said you were the Lord. Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men.
Non, non, là, je vais pas me laisser faire. Ça suffit, Tom. C'est lui le grand chef là? Bah, il mange bien à la cantine, le pépère.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
Quel fils de
I've been waiting
chien.
for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. They're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur.
Ah, oh putain, comment il va me...
I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit.
Non mais moi je pensais qu'il allait lui dire à lui moi.
Scots are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Quel fils de chien.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business. Keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said. when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
You heard me. He was sent to the wall. It's done.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house. Lord Bolton will have the final say.
Oh, il commence à me casser les
letting
couilles.
him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Bon, je sais pas si j'ai bien joué.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee.
Bon bah, d'après ce que je vois, ça leur a plu. Ça leur a plu de ce que j'ai dit à l'autre tête de mule.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king.
On change encore de perso.
If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ah, on change vraiment beaucoup de perso en fait. Alors, ok. Pour le moment, j'aime beaucoup l'ambiance du jeu et l'univers. J'aime beaucoup. Ce que j'ai beaucoup aimé, c'est le fait que ça ait bougé direct dès le début du jeu. Il y a eu de l'action. Ok, on a une lettre là. On va la lire. Comme ça, on va en savoir plus.
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Ok.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
D'accord.
Ethan made this for me.
Ah, c'est Ethan qui a fabriqué ça? Oh, putain, il est doué. Oula, j'ai des rototos qui remontent, excusez-moi. Alors, vieux livre, vieux tome poussiéreux.
Wonders made
Ok.
by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Alors, tous les voir, non. La moitié peut-être. Parce que Roderick est un petit peu mort. Donc bon. Lettre de mer. On va la lire en dernier, ça se trouve. C'est ce qui va me... Ok, on va juste regarder ce qu'il y a par la fenêtre. Voilà.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
J'ai pas tout compris pourquoi elle est ici. D'après ce que j'ai compris, ça a l'air d'être assez important qu'elle soit ici.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Oui, entrez, allez-y, la porte est ouverte. J'ai essayé d'imiter une fille, mais bon.
One moment.
Oui, oui, bah j'arrive, minute.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Bah
No,
non,
it's fine. Come in.
on va le faire rentrer. Par contre, il est dans un piteux état quand même.
Begging your pardon, milady, but are you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Qu'est-ce qu'il met? Il met du
Lady
charbon.
Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Of course,
Merde.
milady.
Je voulais pas être méchant, merde. Ah, des fois c'est pas... Des fois ça a l'air d'être entre guillemets gentil et en fait c'est totalement vénère. Et je l'ai renvoyé chier en mode... En mode tu me casses les couilles frérot. Ouh.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
D'accord, donc
Come,
c'est elle
there's something we must
Lady...
discuss.
Lady machin. Moi et les noms...
From the
de-
day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must
Ok.
understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but She's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I cannot apologize, my lady. I'm not a traitor.
I know you're not, but you must find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Oui, bah bien sûr, je vais
faire. The agent is ready to receive us.
Putain, mais il y a que des connards dans l'univers ou quoi? Oula, qu'est-ce qu'elle veut me dire?
You'll be fine, I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Ok.
Good luck.
Ah bah c'est rassurant, dis donc. Quoi, je vais me faire décapiter si je réponds mal ou quoi? Non mais vraiment c'est... Alors pour le moment on incarne déjà 3 personnages. Donc un écuyer, enfin un écuyer qui n'est plus un écuyer, mais...
You can do this.
Ok. C'est qui à côté? On dirait celui qui joue dans la série en fait. Et je crois que c'est
Lady
lui.
Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion, Your Grace.
Tyrion, Majesté, ok.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Well,
I will speak truly, Your Grace.
I should hope so. Speak falsely, and it'll be worse for you.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Oh, you northern girls tire me. Always quick to make your opinion known, with no thought or consideration for your proper place.
Lady Mira is northern, Your Grace, and new to King's Landing and its politics. She speaks her mind, but means no offense, Your Grace.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not
je l'aime pas du tout.
But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms.
Attendez, vous allez trop vite là.
For her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either. I'd like
fait de la merde, je crois.
Of course, Your Grace.
Vas-y, l'autre, elle me regarde d'un air. T'as l'air à m'aimer bien, à mon avis. Là, maintenant, elle a juste envie d'une chose, c'est de me mettre une patate dans la gueule.
I'll walk you out.
Oh.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased. But Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ok. Lui, il a l'air d'être plutôt cool. Pour le moment. Je me méfie encore, mais il a l'air d'être plus cool que la meuf déjà quand même. Il a l'air moins con et moins chiant. Mais
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back,
here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
En vrai, elle a l'air d'être plutôt cool, elle.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight.
Les deux meufs ont l'air d'être plutôt cool en vrai.
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Non.
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly.
Oh.
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
En vrai, elle a l'air d'être plutôt cool, donc je pense, mon avis, on peut lui demander son aide. Donc, écoute, on va...
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Elle peut rester. Je lui fais confiance à elle aussi. Elle a l'air...
Go on. Ask.
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ok. Ok, non. Par contre, l'épisode dure longtemps en fait. What? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oula!
Seven hells.
Qu'est-ce que... Oh merde!
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Bah oui, mais frérot...
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen.
Putain, je vais m'avoir fait repérer. Non mais... Oh putain, frérot.
I know I heard something.
On ne bouge pas. On ne bouge pas. Ah. Ne bouge plus. Ne respire plus. Je me dis que si j'aurais couru, il m'aurait poursuivi, il y aurait eu un truc. En vrai, je voulais pas prendre de risque, hein, vraiment. Oh la vache. Par contre, les mecs, c'est des tarés. C'était qui le mec? On dirait... je sais pas. Il est mort ou il est toujours vivant? Enfin, je pense qu'il est mort, mais... Oh la vache! Mais c'est des tarés! Et on repart là-dessus, ok. Putain, l'épisode dure vraiment très longtemps, je pensais pas qu'il serait aussi long en fait. Parce que là, ça fait...
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
Happened to be like that. like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Je veux Gareth. Oh putain, non mais sérieux là?
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan. Missed.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed!
Quoi?
We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Ah, lui commence à me casser les couilles à le frapper là. Oh, frérot.
Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord.
Oh putain, il commence à me casser les couilles de France.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It'll be an injustice, my lord.
En vrai, il voulait juste survivre.
My lord, my family depends on me.
Our house tends to his people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He's also a father trying to help his children after we failed him. We cannot punish a man for our negligence.
You're rewarding a man who has no loyalty or honor.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Bah oui, faut pas non plus être un putain de connard. J'espère que j'ai bien fait.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must meet our punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. You can weigh on any lord.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you.
En vrai, moi, je choisirais plutôt l'oncle de
The
Gareth.
bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Et je vais juste regarder 2 secondes. Alors lui, autant j'ai confiance, autant il est trop bourrin à mon goût. Alors que l'oncle de Gareth est beaucoup plus posé, je trouve. Et serait mieux au niveau sentinelle, je pense, à mon avis. Je regarde juste un truc. À mon avis. Alors, je baisse le son parce que le son est trop fort. Ça fait déjà 1 heure que je suis en plein live. Le jeu et l'épisode est quand même. Ok, merci de m'interrompre les gars. Le jeu est quand même assez long, faut l'avouer. Regardez. Ok, d'accord. Ça c'est quoi? Non, on va pas rentrer dans la tour. Oh, bienvenue à toi sur le chat. Ah bah non, c'est peut-être moi qui... Je sais pas. En tout cas... Ah oui, d'accord.
I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
Has anything gone missing?
No, doesn't look that way. Seems Eric was the only one to resort to thievery. But I'm still worried about our stores. We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before, in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
No, there must be something else we can do.
I hope we find it soon. We won't have much room to maneuver if we don't have the option of holding fast. I can speak to the huntsmen and the trappers. Perhaps they can do more. My lord.
Ouais, on va pas prendre la bouffe du peuple, ça serait quand même con. Ah, on peut pas lui parler, on peut pas parler à mon perso préféré, mais c'est pas juste. Malcolm. Ah, il s'appelle Malcolm. Ok, bonjour Ian Malcolm. Alors pour ceux qui ont la référence, Jurassic Park, mon film préféré, comme la plupart des gens en fait. Ok. C'est la première fois qu'on le voit, lui, je crois.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do. Showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with her, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, but I'll be of no help to you, Nessos. She insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. You know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
Tu vois, alors, vous voyez, je vais attendre qu'il finisse de parler.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice, and I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Ah, et finalement, je vais pouvoir parler à mon perso préféré.
Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father's gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Pardon, mais la façon qu'elle a quitté la caméra était vraiment très drôle. Elle a quitté la caméra en mode youpla, je me barre. C'était très très drôle, mais en tout cas, ok, voilà. Oui, ce que je voulais dire, c'est que déjà au départ, je pensais pas qu'on allait l'incarner, le Ethan. Je pensais vraiment pas qu'on allait l'incarner. Et en plus de ça, je pensais qu'au départ, en fait, ça allait être vraiment un petit con prétentieux, un petit con qui a rien à foutre de tout, un gosse vraiment de riche qui est vraiment un connard en mode 100%. Le mec, c'est lui et les autres, ils s'en foutent. Mais en fait, pas du tout. En fait, déjà, on l'incarne. Et en plus de ça, c'est pas du tout un petit con. Alors, bien sûr, il a des responsabilités très très hautes. C'est quand même lui, on va dire, on peut appeler ça un roi. Enfin, je sais pas si on peut appeler ça un roi. Après, je sais pas c'est quoi la différence entre un lord, un roi, une reine, machin. C'est un peu compliqué pour moi, mais être celui qui commande tout un peuple, c'est quand même beaucoup de responsabilités, c'est quand même beaucoup de charges pour un gamin de son âge. Et en vrai, il est plutôt, on va dire, mature pour son âge. Et surtout, bah, forcément, il a pas le choix d'être mature et d'essayer de faire les choses pour que ce soit, pour que ça s'arrange. Maître, tour. Tiens, je vais rentrer dans la tour. Je vais entrer dans la tour. Mais le jeu est vraiment intéressant en tout cas, j'aime beaucoup le jeu. Ok. Donc d'ici on peut voir un peu tout. C'est plutôt cool. Ok. Il n'y avait rien d'intéressant à regarder. On va marcher un peu plus vite quand même. En vrai, c'est vrai que je me dis que ça serait mieux Duncan, donc l'oncle de Garrett, en tant que sentinelle, parce qu'il est plus calme, il est plus posé, il est plus réfléchi. Mais c'est vrai que dans un sens, l'autre là, je me rappelle jamais de son blaze, celui qui a des cicatrices au visage, serait pas mal non plus, parce que c'est un guerrier, il est assez rentre dedans, sachant qu'en plus qu'il se laisse pas faire, comparé à Duncan qui serait lui qui serait plutôt en mode faut se laisser faire, faut se laisser marcher dessus. En vrai, je sais pas. J'avoue que la décision est assez compliquée parce que en vrai, j'aurais plus confiance en l'oncle de Gareth qu'à l'autre, mais au niveau de la guerre, au niveau de tout, c'est vrai que ça serait peut-être mieux lui en fait. Sir Royland. Voilà, Roy. On va l'appeler Roy, ça sera plus simple. Donc en vrai, ça serait peut-être mieux lui que je dise qu'il soit notre sentinelle en fait. En vrai, en vrai, c'est un mec bourrin, il se contrôle pas, il fait le connard. Mais en vrai, c'est un mec bien, mais il connaît pas la délicatesse en fait, il sait pas ce que c'est d'être délicat, donc bon, je peux comprendre.
Come on, what did I say? Swords up, slash right, parry, again. Sword up, swing left, parry. Wrong. I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
En vrai, je pense que suivant les décisions que je prendrai, il sera peut-être pas forcément tout le temps d'accord, mais il m'écoutera toujours, je pense. Et en vrai, j'aurais plus besoin de lui que de Duncan, l'oncle de Gareth. En vrai, je pense que je vais prendre Roy en tant que sentinelle. Et de toute façon, je verrai bien par la suite. Je verrai bien ce qui risque d'arriver. Et puis voilà.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Tiens, je veux voir.
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
A sensible plan, Maester. It may come to that.
I'm glad to hear your mind is open to possibility.
Et j'ai pas tout compris, mais. Par contre.
Are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Oui, je suis prêt.
Yes,
oui.
Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Je vais prendre Roy en tant que sentinelle, tout simplement parce que c'est un guerrier et il est assez rentre dedans. Je pense que je pourrais le tenir, alors entre guillemets, je mets des guillemets, hein, mais en laisse, dans le sens où j'arriverai à le contrôler, à ce qu'il fasse pas de conneries. Mais en vrai, il me faut un guerrier comme lui, hein, en vrai.
They sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
J'adore comment ils me regardent tous les deux, là, les deux zigotos là. Alors, qui c'est que je vais choisir? Non, en vrai, je sais déjà qui c'est que je vais choisir. Je vais choisir Roy, donc celui qui est sur notre droite, au lieu de choisir Duncan qui est à notre gauche. Tout simplement parce que Duncan se laisse beaucoup trop faire, il se laisse trop marcher dessus, il est trop passible, je sais pas si ça se dit en fait, il est trop posé on va dire, il est trop en mode faut jouer le jeu, faut pas rentrer dans le tas, faut se laisser faire, faut se laisser marcher dessus. Non, je pense que on peut rester calme et y aller en douceur tout en même temps ne pas se laisser faire. C'était pas très français mais c'est pas grave. Mais je vais dire Roy.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Oula, eh ben. Oh.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. He cannot be trusted.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the crown to intervene.
Bonjour à toi qui viens d'arriver sur le live au fait. C'est que j'essaye de me concentrer sur...
I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Alors, nous marchanderons. Non, clairement, j'ai pas envie de marchander avec des connards. Par contre, nous battre ou être diplomate. En vrai, les deux sont bien, mais après, je sais pas trop. Être diplomate, en vrai, ça serait se laisser faire. Et surtout qu'on n'a pas arrêté d'essayer d'être diplomate et au final ça n'a servi à rien. Et je pense Je pense que la meilleure solution pour moi, enfin, en tout cas je le pense, ça serait de se battre. Parce que faut arrêter de se laisser faire, faut arrêter de se laisser marcher dessus. Et surtout qu'en plus ils continueront toujours d'être des connards avec nous. Donc j'assume pas trop la décision que je vais prendre, mais je vais la prendre.
My sentinel is skilled in the ways of war. Our forces may not be at full strength, but our men are willing to take on this fight. I think Ramsay Snow will see that too.
They may be willing, but are they able, my lord?
My lord, casting aside diplomacy means giving up our best chance to come through this safely.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
En vrai, les gars,
We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father. Aye. Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
We don't have enough soldiers to strike fear in a madman like Ramsay Snow. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
en vrai, j'ai envie de le rencontrer face à face. Non. Je vais le faire rentrer dans le grand hall. On va être face à face, entre hommes, enfin, entre jeunes et hommes, hein. Mais
I will meet him in the great hall.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
il commence à me gonfler lui aussi là.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house.
Mais j'ai pas mis en sentinelle lui.
Forgive me.
Quoi?
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother?
N'hésitez pas à parler dans le chat si vous avez envie de discuter.
What's more, he has the will to fight, a hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister, and we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
On va quand même accepter.
I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Ok. Ok, donc on va convoquer l'autre. Oh la vache, mais l'épisode il est long. En fait, chaque épisode vont être aussi long. Celui-là, je commence à en avoir un peu, comment dire, pas marre, mais presque en fait. Et puis j'ai pas très envie d'arrêter maintenant parce qu'il suffit que je sois à la fin de l'épisode. Ça sera un peu con en vrai d'arrêter maintenant. Écoutez, ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais regarder sur mon téléphone, sur YouTube, combien de temps un épisode de Game of Thrones sur le jeu dure. Ah. Mais pas. Aïe. Je reviens 2 secondes. Allez. Excusez-moi, j'étais dans le salon, mais du coup, je vais aller voir. Alors, désolé de vous avoir fait attendre. Je vais juste aller voir. Du coup, Game of Thrones, le jeu. Ok, épisode 1. Alors par contre ce serait pas mal que la pub s'enlève. Allez. Je regarde si du coup je m'arrête là ou pas. Si je suis encore loin de la fin du jeu, je m'arrêterai là parce que clairement ça fait déjà un peu plus d'une heure que je suis en live. Ok, ça c'est... Ok. Ensuite, 2. Ok. Ok, d'accord. Ok, ça on était là. Il a pas fait la suite. Il a pas fait la suite. Non, il a pas fait la suite. Attends. Tu vas pas me dire qu'il a pas fait le jeu en entier et qu'il a laissé. Ah ouais. Je reviens. Excusez-moi. J'en ai pour quelques minutes. Excusez-moi, hein. Du coup, j'essaye de trouver son let's play au gars, mais je n'arrive pas à le trouver. ce qui est, ma foi, très chiant. Alors déjà je vais couper le son parce que c'est insupportable. C'est le début ça? What? Oula. Oh, ah, attendez. Attendez voir. Alors attendez, je crois. Je suis pas sûr. Ok, ok. Donc ça, on y est passé. Ok, donc ça c'est là où on est nous. Ok, donc bah du coup je vais quand même continuer le jeu. Tout simplement parce que je suis presque à la fin de l'épisode, les amis. Donc je vais continuer. Je vais finir l'épisode. Et du coup on s'arrêtera là. Mais par contre les épisodes sont très longs. Je pensais pas qu'ils étaient aussi longs. Ok, ça c'est une clé. Est-ce que ça serait la clé pour fermer ma gueule? Peut-être bien. Prendre la clé, rendre la clé. Je vais baisser le son de mon micro. Ouais mais en fait ok. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ok, on m'entend. En fait mon micro est tellement puissant que... Ah, est-ce qu'on prend la clé ou on la prend pas? Et vous savez quoi? Vous savez, allez, on la prend, on sait jamais s'il y a un truc à voir. Et bah dis donc, j'ai le hockey moi. Alors, prendre le seau, rendre le seau. Bah on va prendre le seau aussi. Donc on y est. Ça peut peut-être nous servir.
Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Thank you.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Non, on va être
Lady
gentil.
Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know I will be here for you if you ever need.
Oula. Vu la tête qu'elle fait, ça sent pas bon tout ça.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Ok.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
Ok.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Ça fait quand même 2 fois que tu vas envoyer un corbeau. Ok, donc
Milady,
Oh.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady.
On va essayer de se rattraper de tout à l'heure.
I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
It's too dangerous for me right now. And for you as well.
You needn't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who...
Oula.
People who'd be willing to help you.
Quoi? Ah. Attends, et comment il pourrait m'aider en fait? Parce qu'il dit qu'il peut nous aider, mais déjà c'est un gamin et il a pas l'air d'avoir vraiment les moyens en vrai. Wesh, comment il me regarde lui? Comment il m'a regardé?
Where the bloody hell is Duncan? He should be here. Now, fuck him if he's hungry. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men are ready to act if needed.
Sir Royland, I trust you'll keep a level head.
Of course, my lord. But the bastard of Bolton can't be trusted to do the same.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord. Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the Warden of the...
Ok, c'est lui qui commande en
Who
fait.
is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, shall we begin? We do not wish to waste your time.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young. This... Look at you.
Il commence à me
A
gonfler.
token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill,
Il m'a fait
can your
peur
lot
cet
do
enfoiré.
this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this.
Ok, attends.
Look at that. More Forrester.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out, Ramsay.
Oui, j'ai entendu, j'arrive.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Leave them be, Lord Ramsay.
Ah, worried about your family. As you should be.
I'm the
Hey, il
Lord.
s'appelle Ramsay.
I'll have you speak only with me.
First, let's see you bend the knee to
Attends, alors, attendez, excusez-moi, je dois faire entrer mes chats. Je reviens 2 secondes. Aïe. Oh. Allez, rentre. Oui, bah, t'as pas besoin de miauler, mais... Hein? Oh, oui. Ah. Voilà, je suis de retour. Et l'autre... Attends, il m'a vraiment demandé de m'agenouiller?
Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can
Bah non,
say...
qu'elle se faire foutre.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The crown, however, wants what
Par contre, évite de mâchouiller devant mon micro, merci.
Centuries, ships, shields,
Allez, pousse-toi.
I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What?
Pardon?
The ironwood. But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down. It can't be that difficult.
The Foresters have been tending ironwood for thousands of years. The Whitehills had ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
Attends, il dit quoi? Mais wesh, vas-y, c'est quoi ce délire?
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twin. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay knows enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
Attends, il croit quoi?
Aren't you the bold lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about all this.
Ethan,
However, The Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Stop! Brian!
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him
No.
if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him! Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mother! Stop!
Don't let him take me!
You will not take
Stop
him!
Help me! Brian, please! No! Brian! Do something!
Ethan?
Il va pas mourir. Attends, dites-moi pas que ça s'arrête comme ça là. Votre histoire a commencé. Prochainement dans Game of Thrones. Les enfoirés, ça se finit comme ça. Mais what the fuck?
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Mais non. Vous êtes hors ligne. Oui, bah d'accord, ouais, merci, merci de me le dire. Mais what the fuck? Est-ce qu'on pouvait ne pas le faire mourir, Ethan? Oh, putain, mais c'était rapide. Mais quel enfoiré. Putain, mais j'y crois pas. Ah, je m'attendais pas à ça, sérieusement. Alors, l'épisode était très long, mais très intense. Que ce soit le début ou même la fin. C'est vrai que le milieu, c'était surtout pour placer les personnages, pour placer l'histoire, pour placer chaque événement, chaque chose. Mais putain, est-ce qu'on pouvait vraiment le sauver? Est-ce qu'on pouvait faire en sorte que Ethan ne meure pas? Je serais curieux de savoir. Vraiment, je serais curieux de savoir si on pouvait le sauver ou pas, si on pouvait faire en sorte qu'il survive et tout. Mais putain, mais j'en reviens pas. Merde alors. Putain, en plus j'aimais bien Ethan, il était gentil et tout. C'était un personnage attachant. Et boum, ils le font mourir comme ça là. Putain. Waouh. Je m'attendais à tout sauf à ça en fait. Oh la vache. Ok. Ok, créer un... Non, ça... Non merci les gars. Ok. Bah écoutez les amis, on a fait le premier épisode. Ça s'est pas très bien passé. Ethan est mort. On a notre petit frère, je me rappelle pas de son nom, qui s'est fait kidnapper par les enfoirés. Ouais, c'est galère. C'est quand même galère. Je pense que l'épisode 2 sera aussi intense, voire peut-être plus, peut-être. Il y aura peut-être même plus d'action, je sais pas. Mais ça, ce sera dans un prochain live, les amis. J'espère en tout cas de tout cœur que cet épisode vous aura plu et que ce live vous aura plu. Oh putain. Ok, j'arrive. Allez, excusez-moi, j'en ai pour 2 secondes. Non, toi, tu restes là. Rentre, choupette. Choupette. Ah, bah voilà. Bon, vous me laissez faire la fin de mon live tranquille, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Bon, où est-ce que j'en étais? Oui. Donc, si ça vous a plu, bah écoutez, abonnez-vous, cliquez sur la cloche pour avoir toutes les notifications des prochains lives et des prochaines vidéos. Ne vous inquiétez pas, je continuerai de faire le jeu. Sachant que du coup, comme je l'avais dit au début du live, il y a 6 épisodes, on va faire un live par épisode, donc 6 lives. Les lives seront assez longs du coup. Si les 5 autres épisodes sont aussi longs que le premier, je pense que les lives seront assez longs. Donc voilà. Mais en tout cas, j'ai bien aimé, j'ai bien kiffé l'univers du jeu et du coup de Game of Thrones. Sachant qu'en plus le personnage de c'est Tyron, je crois, je sais plus comment il s'appelle, le nain. Je crois que c'est un des personnages de la série justement de Game of Thrones. Je sais pas si la femme avec qui il était, la femme en robe rouge, était un personnage aussi de la série, je sais pas du tout. Mais en tout cas, je crois que le nain c'est un personnage de la série. En tout cas, pour tous les fans de Game of Thrones, vous avez pu au moins voir le jeu. Peut-être qu'il y en a qui connaissaient déjà le jeu. Donc ceux qui connaissaient déjà le jeu, vous allez le redécouvrir, et ceux qui ne connaissaient pas, vous allez découvrir le jeu, et forcément on va le découvrir ensemble, vu que moi j'ai jamais joué au jeu. Mais je vais essayer de voir pour regarder la série, parce que le jeu m'a intrigué. Le jeu m'a fait m'a donné envie de regarder un petit peu la série, faut l'avouer. Donc voilà, franchement, si la série est de la même qualité que l'épisode du jeu, franchement la série pourrait peut-être me plaire en vrai. C'est différent de The Walking Dead, forcément. C'est pas le même univers, c'est pas les mêmes personnages ni rien, mais ça change, et franchement j'ai bien kiffé les personnages, j'ai bien kiffé l'histoire, les enjeux. Donc voilà. Sur ce, n'oubliez pas aussi de commenter la vidéo, ça me ferait vraiment plaisir. Et puis surtout n'oubliez pas de mettre un petit pouce bleu et de vous abonner, et puis cliquer sur la cloche, voilà, tout simplement. Et sur ce, moi je vous dis à la prochaine pour un prochain live ou une prochaine vidéo, et puis je vous dis à bientôt. Allez, bye.